All right, you need your interactive notebook, and you're going to turn to page 9 and 10. And then in the packet of papers, you need your Decomposing Fractions and the sheet that's right after it, finding 2 ways to decompose each fraction. So pause your video and grab those. All right, welcome back. So the first thing you need to do is take your 2 sheets of paper and cut them out. So go ahead and pause the video while you cut them out, and then come back. All right, I just cut mine out. You should have yours cut out. You're going to place the Decomposing Fractions page with the title on page 9. So go ahead and glue that in. And then I'm going to turn the page, make sure you turn just one page. And then you're going to, on page 10, glue in the next sheet. All right, and then if you will, go back to, I actually have a couple pages to add to this. Go back to your table of contents, and you're going to write page 7, 8, 9, 10. And so page 7 was comparing fractions. I forgot to have you write that down. Page 8 is also comparing fractions, so you can use your ditto. And then decomposing fractions is page 9 and 10. All right. So pause that if you still are writing. Otherwise, turn back to page 9. All right, so we are going to talk today about decomposing fractions. So to compose something is to make it, and when you something, you break it up. So we're going to decompose fractions. So we're going to break up some fractions. All right, so a body, when it's decomposing, breaks up. We're going to do the same thing with fractions. All right, so we're going to break up the fractions. So when an I can statement is I can decompose a fraction into the sum of the fractions with the same denominator. All right, so we are talking about the same denominator. All right, so if we take a look at the fraction 5/6, we can decompose that fraction into a variety of different addition problems. All right, so 4/6 plus 1/6 would be 5. 4 plus 1 is 5, and when we add fractions with like denominators, we keep the same denominator, and it stays the same. So we have 5/6. So 1/4, 4/6 and 1/6 added together makes 5/6. 3/6 plus 2/6, 3 plus 2 is 5, and our fraction stays the same at 6, our denominator. So this is another way that we can decompose the fraction 5/6. All right. Here we have 2/6 plus 2/6. 2/6 plus 2/6 is 4. So what would we need to add to 4 to make 5? 1/6 would be where we are here. So 2/6 plus 2/6 plus 1/6 equals 5/6. Here we have 2 spots that they want us to fill in. So we have a 3. So somehow we have to make these 2 spots equal 3. All right, so we could do 1/6 plus 2/6 we could do 2, 6 plus 1, 6. So you're going, the two top numbers, the numerators, need to add up to, in this case, whoops, I made a mistake. We're trying to add up to 5. So 3 plus 1 is 5. So this should be 1, 6. Sorry about that. But that's one thing that you need to do too. Everybody makes mistakes. So as you are doing the work, you need to look back at it and think about it to make sure that it makes sense. When I looked back to explain this, I realized 1 plus 2 is 2, and 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 3 is 6. So I ended up with a whole number, 6 over 6. And really I'm trying to get to 5 over 6. So by analyzing my problem, I realized I had made a mistake. So you always need to check your work. And then down here, another way to decompose 5 6 is 1 6 plus 1 6 plus 1 6 plus 1 6 plus 1 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 6 here, and that's the way we make another way. We can create 5 6 by decomposing that number. All right. Now, go ahead and take your page 10, and if you've not already done so, glue it in. And then we are going to decompose fractions here. All right, so you are going to find 2 different ways to decompose each fraction. So we have 3/4. All right, so I'm going to want to decompose 3/4 here, and I'm going to want to decompose 3/4 here. All right, so if I think about the numbers that I can use to add up to 3, then that's how I'm going to decompose. My numerator is going to be different. My denominator is going to be the same. So I know that 1 plus 2 is 3. So I'm going to start off with 1 and 2 as my numerators. And then my denominator stays exactly the same as what I had. So 1/4 plus 2/4 equals 3/4. All right. Now, what's another way that I can have a sum of 3? It doesn't just have to be 2 numbers that we're adding together. It can be 3 or more. And in this case, we only have 3 as a numerator. So another way that I could get a sum of 3 is to take 1 plus 1 plus 1. And then my new denominator stays the same. All right, so 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 equals 3/4. Okay, go ahead and pause your video and decompose 4/5 for us. All right, welcome back. We're going to go ahead and check your work here. So your answers could be in either spot, and you may actually have different answers. The idea, though, being that your numbers in your numerator add up to the numerator here. All right, so I know I'm going to start out with fifths on the bottom, and I'm going to just do 2 this time. So 2/5 plus 2/5 would be 4/5, because 2 plus 2 is 4. And then another way that I can create a 4 is 3 plus 1. So I'm going to go ahead and put my denominators down as fifths and say 3 plus 1. All right. You're going to go ahead and finish this page on your own. And then when you're done with that, you're going to play Stone Fog Isle and work on your fractions there. All right. We will see you in a video tomorrow. Bye-bye.